Order 11, please join us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No, because it was. Please call the roll.
Chairman Chicanetti?
Present.
Trustee Hilliard?
Present.
Trustee Penna?
Present.
Fiscal officer present. Present.
Need a motion to approve the minutes from the September 2nd, 2025 meeting.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Summary of the work session, please.
During the work session this morning, we entered executive session at 9:17 under Ohio Revised Code 121.22 to discuss the collective bargaining agreement terms, and we exited executive session at 10:56.
Okay, thank you. Any old business from the floor? Any new business? Hearing none. Lake County Sheriff's Office?
All right, good morning. For the month of August, Lake County Sheriff's Office had 1,245 calls for service in Painesville Township, many of which were, accidents and things of that sort. We have noticed a influx in scam calls. One of which there was a senior citizen that was scammed out of approximately $12,000. We only asked, obviously we tell people, we put it in the newspaper, Facebook, things like that. The only thing we ask is that, maybe somebody here could put something out there and tell them, we're never going to ask for their information. We're not going to tell them that by phone that they have an arrest warrant or something like that. They missed jury.
So somebody was scammed out of 12 in referencing that they were contacted by the sheriff's department?
Yeah, some kind of scam. I don't know if it was specifically that, but these scammers are going out there and they're going after people left and right. If you can think of it, that's exactly how they're getting their money from these people. They're coming up with, the grandparent scam, where they call up and they say, hey, I'm Bobby Joe or something like that, their grandson. And, I'm in jail in PA. I need you to send me, $5,000 in gift cards to PA. And, they end up doing it. We've seen that. So, there's a lot of different things that are out there for that. So that's just something that we've been addressing. The other thing, I heard you speaking briefly about Riverview. We received a telephone call yesterday. While I was on as a supervisor, we were on a, we were on a person who had passed away, natural causes. But we were tied up, so we couldn't get out there, but we received a complaint about the traffic. Then somebody called later on in the night to speak with us about the traffic. I tried calling them back. They didn't answer. But we spoke about it this morning. We're going to be reaching out to the principal over there at Riverview.
Check with Izzo because the board president, Scott Fischel, has sent me an email and he requested a meeting with the township, sheriff's office,
Right.
Izzo will be present, and the district to kind of come together to, so maybe talk to him, hold that off until we all get together and come up with a,
All right.
because I think we have some ideas too, so maybe I think his whole point was get everybody in the room so we can kind of.
And
So I had been emailing Izzo, Bowen,
yes.
principal, and superintendent, and have had a little bit of discussion, at least from the sheriff's office, not much from the elementary school or their administration.
Well, that's why I think now we have finally have some interest from the administration, so hopefully we can find something that'll.
Well, I guess what we spoke about this morning when we were in our meeting at the office was what we're trying to avoid is, pulling up and saying, okay, you need to move along, and people don't want to move along, then it's like, okay, well, you're impeding traffic. Here's your citation. We don't want to get to that point.
Yeah, right.
But, it's almost to that point, at least for a brief amount of time.
Yes, 100% would agree. And hopefully if you said, you need to move along, if they said no, and you said, well, then our only option is to issue a citation.
Yes.
That might get them to move along.
And,
right?
and then you got to look at it this way, and then we turn on our lights, and then what happens? Traffic comes to a dead stop.
Right.
So, Yeah, but those are just some of the key points that I wanted to touch on today. Captain Bowen, obviously, apologizes you couldn't be here today, so I'd use the short straw. But if you need it for your notes, my name is John Kelly, Kelley, and I'm a sergeant here
Okay.
with the sheriff's office. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, since we didn't have time in work session, we'll start with departments. Service department.
There is a tree on Overlook at 196 Overlook.
Okay.
The resident requested to take it down, him and his neighbor. It's in road right away. I went and looked at it. It appears to be fine, it's not dying. They had a tree guy go look at it,
We got an email.
and then he emailed you. Our arborist, our tree guy, who was a certified arborist, went and looked at it. He said there's nothing wrong with it.
So-
And I have that in writing.
Our guy from the township person?
Yep, the guy,
Arborist, the tree arborist we use.
the guy we hired for
Okay,
all
so
our tree
it's,
work.
so it's not a township employee,
No.
it is a tree arborist we
Yes.
hired and got, and I think that's a
Yes.
something, a distinction.
And I had him send a letter with his
Okay,
ID number for the certification on it. So.
Yeah, I mean,
This is fine.
if we're contracting out to an arborist who we depend on their personal expertise,
Professional.
or their professional expertise,
Absolutely.
I think that's what we have to go with.
Okay,
If we're going to expend public funds, we need an expert to tell us that this is what needs to be done. And if he says it doesn't need to be done, we're not arborists, and that's what we're contracting out and paying for. Then I think that's how you would view it, as Matt, as well.
absolutely. Okay,
And it's not causing an issue on the road. It's
No.
not. So there's no other reason to remove it.
I'll reach back out to him and I'll get a copy of the letter from the arborist and give it to
So-
the resident.
I mean, again, so we think it's our tree,
It's in road right
Road
away,
right here.
Fully,
Mm.
more than half.
not more than half, I would,
Is it
Probably by about
planted in
a foot.
okay. So if the property owner
Were
said,
these
well,
real quick? Were these township planted trees or
No.
No. Okay.
No. And I told them,
take it down on their own dime.
and I
Right,
told
well,
them
it's a
that.
township tree,
It's not.
we own
It's
it.
not a township tree.
We didn't plant it. It was planted.
Yeah, we didn't. plant
Well, I
it.
guess that's the question. Well, if it's not a township tree, then we definitely wouldn't do anything to it.
No,
Well,
but
we
it's not
can,
one
but we
of
have the
those
right
ones-
to remove if it's public safety in the road right away. So we have the right to remove it even if it's not our tree.
Correct.
Well, anything in the right of way is ours, right? I mean,
No,
No. We have a right to maintain or to remove public safety. My understanding, right?
that's exactly right.
But if it's not our tree and it's not posing a risk to the public safety, then we have no grounds to expend public funds
And
to
I told
remove
them
it.
as a property owner that they can take it down if they want to, but it's not,
okay.
it's no risk to our roads or traffic, so.
You know, we could, if it was not technically in the road right away but pose a risk to public safety, we could remove it and then put the cost on the tax duplicate, correct?
Yes.
So if that scenario existed, but seeing that it's not our tree, barely in the road right away, it's not posing risk to public safety, and the expert has said that there poses no danger, we would have no reason to expend public funds to remove it.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Fire department.
Just briefly, the fire incident at 1500 North Ridge on Friday afternoon was a challenge for any fire department.
Chief, can you come to the podium, please, since this is recorded?
The fire on North Ridge Friday afternoon was presented a challenge. It was numerous automobiles, tires, unknown quantities of ignitable liquid in there. Would have been a challenge for any fire department. We handled the challenge with the help of the surrounding communities. The building's a total loss. EPA has been out there. I met with the EPA out there yesterday. They have not detected any of the oils that we saw coming out of there in the Grand River. The company next door, the towing company next door there, worked very hard to block the catch basins. They deployed their own booms, and they are actually a hazmat recovery service too. So
Wow.
they took off about 30 gallons of oil from the firefighting water. So
Okay, so that probably helped.
yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
EPA put another boom down into a catch basin close to the Grand River in case we get a rain, which maybe come at the end of the week. They want to monitor that, but I don't think there's no environmental impact because of the fire. So, other than whatever was released into the atmosphere, which I'm sure everybody saw.
Yeah.
So, was a challenging fire. Was already, I was first on scene. It was already through the roof when I got there. It was far advanced, and we were only able to get as much water as to support 4 master streams, and that wasn't enough. It was just too much. It was just too much burning in there. It melted the steel lifts, melted cars in half that were on the lifts. So it was extremely hot fire.
What kind of business was it?
They are an auto repair shop and a recovery. They do auto repos. I noticed that there was some high value cars in the back in the lot, which kind of raised suspicion for me. Actually, yesterday while I was there with the EPA, a gentleman showed up, was asking if the business was open, which it clearly wasn't because it was burned to the ground. Thank you to the service department for helping that part. But he was wondering if his car was damaged. So what kind of car do you have? He said it's a white Mercedes with tinted windows. I said, I saw that car back there, it's not damaged. So they are a recovery service and an auto repair service. So, but the building's a total loss. Both of the 2 on the top there that are joined, and then the whole building towards my left.
So is there any concern that there was maybe, is this normal operations, were there any concern that maybe there was some sort of improper storage of chemicals, and that now we've now started to institute stricter inspections that these might be in the future?
It's possible, but
Can soon
Right.
because it's burned, right?
I know that there were used motor oil containers there, and that normally we pay, like we do it in the fire department,
Yeah.
we pay for a company to come and take care of that. There were a lot of those, and maybe they were waiting for someone to come and pick it up, or maybe, I don't know. But there was a lot of that in there. There was a lot of tires in there. There was probably 10 cars inside the building at the time. There was cars out back that got burned as well. That white trailer survived.
What? Really?
Yeah. Trailer actually survived.
How is that possible?
This trailer survived. Anything that was up here was parked here, received heat damage. I think those were customer cars, were all gone yesterday. And these vehicles back here burned. The pickup truck over here had just parked over here. He was parked back here. Believe it or not, he had semi-truck tires in the back of his bed, and they actually caught on fire. So he pulled up the truck on fire so we could put it out. So this speaks to the amount of heat and the amount of fire that was there.
That's weird.
So how often would a business like that be inspected by our fire department?
Well, it should be yearly. That's what I'm trying to do right now with these tablets and all that. I don't know when the last time I was inspected. And if it is inspected by us, we don't have any authority to say you have used motor oil here. We don't
Yeah,
know.
right.
I think old shops like that, they'll collect used motor oil through the year and use it to heat their building in the winter.
Yeah, I was just more curious on.
Yeah, I mean, we could have walked in there on an inspection and not saw any fire code violations. There
Right,
could be
right.
other,
Just normal
environmental.
storage of chemicals
Yeah.
to the business, right?
so.
Okay.
Are businesses allowed to store unlimited amounts of motor oil?
I don't know what the fire code says or what the code says relative to how much quantity you're allowed to have.
I mean, it's a lot because most shops don't operate. Let's say auto repair shops, a lot of them don't operate when you get an oil change. Don't use 5 cartons of
No, they have big oil.
quarts of oil. They'll just like
Yeah.
a classic. You have a huge,
Right, we just take
I
it out
mean,
of a.
huge thing that gets
Right.
filled, once a month or once every 2 months with oil, and that's what you use for.
And there were, I mean, the whole time we were on scene, there were multiple explosions inside, aerosol cans.
Right,
Small
right.
torches. At the end, actually, the Hood News got it on videotape. There was a huge explosion towards the end of the incident that was, I mean, I don't have any idea what that was. There was no noise associated with it. It was almost like something ruptured and failed.
Oh, and then
Yeah, it was pretty dramatic, so.
everybody's safe. What's important, right?
Yep, one employee doesn't speak English, received flash burns. He reported to East End fire investigators that he was working on the electrical panel, wires started getting hot. He turned around, a fire came quickly, causing his flash burns, and he escaped. Because he was unaccounted for when we got there. So once we found him, he was taken to Lake West.
Okay.
So,
All right. Thank you.
Chief, real fast, if insurance reached out to you, can you obviously give them my information too, just because?
I will, they have not reached out to me, but I've yet to
Hopefully there is
contact them.
insurance, but in the
There
nature.
There is insurance. I've been in contact, not me personally, we've been in contact with the building owner who's not the business operator.
Ah.
He leases this to the operator of the business.
Yeah, okay.
So I've not talked to the operator of the business.
Just because zoning and the building's legal non-conforming and
Well,
so,
the EPA is working with the owner right now, he told me yesterday, to make sure that the site is properly cleaned up.
okay.
So he's got some work ahead of him with cleanup there.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
So, Sean, if this site were to be redeveloped in the future, it would be per current zoning.
Per current zoning, yes, unless they built in the same exact footprint, which is gonna be difficult. So I'm just,
Yeah.
I don't want there to be,
What is current zoning?
so this would be B2
From I.
from
From, yeah, it used to be
I, but the use, you know what I mean, the use has not stopped, but in terms of the building would need to be brought in.
The building is legal non-conforming.
Correct.
The use is also legal non-conforming.
Correct.
The use can still maintain,
Mm-hmm.
but the building, unless it's built in that exact envelope.
Like-
that
Yeah.
it-
Or smaller.
Or smaller, then the building needs to be conformed on the lot as
Would it be like
setbacks. and-
The whole site as well, like paved parking. all
Yeah,
that.
but
Correct.
conform to everything.
It would have to be a site plan review.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope,
No,
thank you.
Thank you, Chief.
You're welcome.
Zoning?
I believe that two names have might popped around for the zoning commission alternate. So if you guys have put any thought into that, if you could email myself or Holly, just so then I can reach out to them and see
We'll
what
put that on for the next discussion at the next meeting.
Okay.
So we'll have time in work session.
That's it.
Okay. Law Director?
I have no report.
Administrator?
We had the LCTA meeting last week. Two of you were there. Not much to report, other than really a recap what's going on with the legislative process and the township omnibus bill that they're getting ready to vamp up. I'm sending out the letters to create the RID at Harbor Crossing. So my plan would be to have the public hearing on November 19th. So I'm requesting that you guys set the public hearing today for November 19th at 11 a.m. For that purpose. Also on today's agenda, we're going to be removing number 4, or actually not removing, but we'll table number 4
Yeah.
ahead of time.
Okay.
Since we don't have the agreement with that yet. We do have on the agenda the discussion of the purchasing a UTV for the service department and parks and recreation options. So that's on there if you choose to move forward with that. And then it was requested that I add signs to the agenda so that we could further discuss that, but I don't know that that's something that you guys wanna talk about today.
No, I think we'll wait till next.
A continuation of last meeting,
Gotcha.
so I think we'll hold that until
And that's
next meeting.
And that's not a resolution, that was just for discussion.
Yeah, it was just for
Okay,
discussion.
all right. Okay,
Did you want to just recap the rules?
I did that at the beginning.
the executive session, yeah, she did
I
that.
wasn't sure.
Wait,
Fiscal officer,
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I request a resolution, certified,
can you read?
resolution 2025-081. Certify the following cleanup costs: 139 Deerfield Drive in the amount of $486, 34 Oakwood Boulevard in the amount of $454, and 913 Richmond in the amount of $467.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I would also request resolution 2025-083, accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the Lake County Auditor.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
That's it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Trustees, I need a motion to adopt resolution 2025-082, resolution that Painesville Township will pick up the statutory requirement employee contribution to the Ohio Public Employees Retirement System for Law Director of Painesville Township pursuant to IRS section, I see now. IRS section 414H2.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Need a motion to adopt resolution 2025-804, resolution appointing 3 of the initial members of the Board of Trustees of the Villages at Casement New Community Authority Board.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to adopt resolution 2025-085 authorizing the administrator to purchase a 2025 Landmaster AMPHD not to exceed $30,000, cost to be reimbursed through the NOPEC Energized Community Grant Program.
So moved.
Second discussion.
Yeah, I was just saying, okay.
Okay. I mean, we probably should have, I don't know,
Yeah.
table, I mean, I don't know, if at this point, I guess I'd request that we
Table it. till-
table until we have more time to discuss, unless that's gonna,
Whatever you guys want.
Can we move to table it?
So,
Or we would reject it and then bring it up next time, since we already moved.
why don't you, recall the motion?
So do I need a motion to recall the motion?
Yeah, motion to recall.
Motion to recall the initial motion for the passing of the resolution?
So moved.
second,
All those in favor?
aye.
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 Okay, and then I need a motion to table resolution 2025-085 authorizing the administrator to purchase a 2025 Landmaster AMP HD not to exceed $30,000. Cost reimbursed through the NOPEC Energized Community Grant Program to our next meeting, which is October 7th.
Are you sure of that?
Yeah, October 7th.
Okay. So moved.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
we're gonna table the next one as well.
Need a motion to table resolution 2025-086 to enter into a lease contract with Grand River Fire Station and vehicles till the next meeting, October 7th.
So moved.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, I need a motion to adopt resolution 2025-087. Painesville Township approves participation in the new opioid secondary manufacturer settlement per attached Exhibit A.
so moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Need a motion to adopt resolution 2025-088 to hire Aiden Bloor effective September 10th, 2025 with a starting rate of $19.43 per hour in the fire department.
So moved.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
Need a motion to adopt resolution 2025-089, a resolution authorizing the levy of an excise tax of 3% on transaction by which lodging by a hotel is to be furnished to transient guests within Painesville Township, defining the term hotel and providing Lake County, Ohio.
so moved.
Second.
So we need a discussion?
No,
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Need a motion to adopt resolution 2025-090, resolution authorizing the law director to approve the Purdue Pharma bankruptcy plan settlement and authorize him to report such vote as required.
So moved.
Second,
All those in favor?
Aye.
aye.
The resolution 2025-091 to approve payment to Osborne Inc. in the amount of $12,068 for paving of Cedar Glen Drive.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Discussion.
Discussion.
Just clarification, it's materials for paving of Cedar Glen, correct? Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I need a motion to adopt resolution 2025-092 to participate in the Purdue direct settlements. That's it.
It's rather abrupt. Is that how it reads?
Yeah, I didn't know if it continued to the next page.
so, just to be clear, there's the two different.
So let's motion, then we'll discuss.
Okay.
So,
So
So
moved.
second.
Discussion.
So there's the two different proposed settlements or participation agreements. One is if political subdivisions join the Purdue one, it allows us to participate and get the agreed upon settlement funds. If you don't participate, then you're out of that settlement. Then you'd have to participate in your own litigation. And Purdue is setting aside like $180 billion or something of that bankruptcy settlement to defend those cases. So the recommendation from the Opioid Council is to participate so that it can kind of, because if Purdue doesn't use that 180 billion or whatever that number is, then it goes back into the pot and gets distributed accordingly.
Okay.
So, but there's the secondary manufacturers, which was the earlier resolution. Then there's this Purdue Pharma bankruptcy settlement, which is the one that's currently up for consideration.
okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, before we go to the next one, I would like to request that we need to move our work session up next week, our next meeting, in order to have a little time dedicated to address what we're about to read and table again, I would prefer that, so we can get this off of our docket here. So this will be the seventh reading of Resolution LHR 2025-0001, creating registration for foreclosed mortgage property and vacant property, providing for purpose, intent, and applicability of the resolution, requiring the registration and maintenance of certain real property by mortgagees and vacant property owners, for providing for severability and an effective date. I would ask for a motion to table this to our October 7th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, anything else? Okay, motion to adjourn at 11:25.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned.
Holly, can you
Hey, the gavel. Oh, hell.